Hi guys, and welcome to the Ace Tanker for the MT-25. Now I do say the Ace Tanker because technically this is the first Ace Tanker I've gotten in the MT-25, although if you check my stats you'll see that I have quite a few Ace Tankers in this tank. And the reason for that is all of those Ace Tankers were previously earned on what was called the T-50-2, which was a Tier 5 Russian light tank. Now some patches ago, I can't remember which patch, Wargaming decided to remove the T-50-2 from the game and replace it with the MT-25 because the T-50-2 was a fantasy tank. It never actually existed. In fact, the T-50-2 name was the project name for the T-127, which was the Tier 3 Russian premium light tank. So the T-50-2 was a complete and utter fantasy tank, and it was an amazing tank. It was easily my favorite light tank in the game. It was incredibly fast, incredibly maneuverable. It was very, very small and a very, very hard target to hit. You could have some insane fun in that particular tank, and I loved it to bits. I had it pimped out, I played it a lot, I spent gold putting camouflage on it, and it was just a great tank. It was one of my favorite tanks in the game, but it was removed and it was replaced with the MT-25. And yeah, okay, the gold I spent, the camo was removed from the T-50-2 and put onto the MT-25 instead. However, the MT-25 became a Tier 6 scout instead of a Tier 5, and it was a complete and utter piece of crap compared to what the T-50-2 was. Now, I did give the MT-25 a fair go. I played about 10 games in it as soon as it was released, and I was so disappointed and so destroyed and distraught by what Wargaming had done to my beloved T-50-2 that I sold the MT-25 straight away. Pretty much after 10 games I decided I never want to play this piece of crap again. And of course it meant that Wargaming were laughing all the way to the bank because that was a complete and utter waste of gold on my part. Now, with the introduction of new light tanks for the Russians at Tier 7 and 8, the LTTB and the T-54 Light, it means, unfortunately, I've had to rebuy the MT-25 in order to grind out some XP on it in order to get the LTTB unlocked. And it's quite a lot of XP. It's going to be about 80,000 XP. So as much as I hated this tank, I've got to I had to rebuy it, and now I've got to play it again without the benefit of having that gold I spent on the camo for it. But it doesn't matter, because as soon as I get that 80,000 XP, I'll probably end up selling this tank again. However, it's not quite as bad as I remembered, because somewhere between me selling it and this game, Wargaming again buffed this tank. So it's traverse speed is a lot better than it used to be, its acceleration is a lot better than it used to be, and its ground resistance is a lot better than it used to be. But it's still a pretty bad tank because it's still huge. If you could see, it's actually bigger than the T-71 beside me. It's wider, it's got a fat ass, it's easier to hit, it has no gun depression, so it may have decent camo rating and it may be quite maneuverable. It's a bigger target, and as I say, the gun having no gun depression is a pain in the ass. So I still don't like this tank, but I will put my hand up and admit that it's better than it was when it was first introduced into the game. But I've got to replay it in order to get the LTTB, and this was one of those games. It was played on stream, so here we're just going to go. It's on Prokhorovka. It's a standard battle, and the tank does traverse. It does accelerate a lot better than I remember. But like I say, I still don't think it's going to be worth keeping in my garage, and I'm still a little bit annoyed I spent gold on the T-50-2 and then sold the MT-25. But you can see we're doing 73 kilometers an hour along here, and I'm going to be heading up to one of the best spotting bushes on Prokhorovka on a standard battle. And we're just going to sit here and do some passive scouting to begin with. So I know there are some of you sadists out there who probably enjoy the MT-25, but I would hazard a guess that anyone who enjoys playing the MT-25 has probably started playing it more recently and don't remember how good the T-50-2 was, or never played it. And maybe I'm being a little bit unfair to this tank, because it is quite good, and I'm gritting my teeth as I say that. It's not a terrible tank, it's just terrible compared to the tank it used to be. So we're doing our passive spotting thing here. We've just gotten that VK killed. And we're keeping all of those scouts patrolling the middle lit up, and they are taking fire. So because they've got scouts in the middle, they've got an MT-25 that hasn't been spotted in a while, they've got a WZ-131, and they've got an E-25. I really don't want to fire my gun just yet. So we've got 2 RT on our team, and I'm just keeping these tanks lit up. And any time they poke, they're going to get shot at. Unfortunately, our ELC decided to go on a suicide run. And if you're familiar with my passive scouting, you know I'm very, very tempted to fire. I really, really want to start shooting. And sometimes I have to shoot. My patience runs out, and it usually ends up getting me killed, but so I don't need to shoot him. There goes a WZ-131, so that's 2 of their scouts down. There's a T-21 still alive, but I don't need to worry about him. He's on the other side of the map. And this E-25 is really, really dangerous. There's an MT-25. He's finally been respotted. And again, so tempting to shoot, but I have no idea. Most of the enemy team have not been spotted, and they're all TDs. Most of the enemy team that have not been spotted happen to be TDs. So I know that if I get spotted here, there's a good chance they're all sitting somewhere down around J2, and I am going to get annihilated. So I'm just keeping these guys lit up, and as you can see, they don't know they're still being spotted. They're poking the ridges. They think they're undetected, but as soon as they poke the ridges, they die. So the E-25 gets taken out, and now the Jagdtiger 88 in the distance, and I'm asking my team to focus fire. He's showing me his engine, and I'm wondering, can I set him on fire? Should I shoot? So I'm definitely not shooting while he's in the open. Going to wait till I can try and double bush him. The enemy team have won the other flank. And I decide to go for a blind shot. And I'm waiting to be detected, but thankfully double bushing where I thought the Jagdtiger 88 was didn't get me spotted. Hellcat has now been spotted advancing. And he's being rather aggressive. He's coming straight towards me, so I'm waiting for my team to take him out. And now the Jagdtiger 88 has been spotted again. Come on, guys, get this. He's going to spot me. He's getting way too close. He's getting way, way too close. And I figure, okay, I'm definitely spotted now. Yep, there we go. As soon as 6th Sense went off. So I get 2 shots on the move on the Hellcat. Take him out. Auto-aiming. And I'm expecting to die here, but still 2 tanks undetected on the enemy team. But I had to make my move. Most of the tanks on the enemy team were spotted, so we're just going to work on the rear of this Jagdtiger 88. You see that it's a rapid firing gun. Got no gun depression, but it is rapid firing. So it's taken me quite a while to get this guy. There we go. Finally take him out. So, nice shot on the move. I'm expecting to encounter RT or that last remaining TD. I think it's a Hellcat. But okay, doesn't seem as if there was anyone else down here. So you see the tank is quite fast, it is quite maneuverable. I just don't like the fact it's such a big target. And the alpha damage is kind of low, even if it is rapid firing. But we're just going to work on this Chiri and take him out for kill number 3. T-21. Take him out for kill number 4. And now we're being told there's an enemy tank. Oh, it's a T-25-2. We're being told he's AFK. So I've been spotted. And I decide, okay, there's enemy arty still in play. So I've been spotted. I don't want to sit and snipe. So staying on the move, staying erratic. And I ignore the T-25-2. Actually, I don't. Anyway, we move on. RT misses his shot. And I'm missing our bouncing mine. Let's get a couple more shots in. 15 health, and someone else takes him out. So there we go. Game over. So that was one of my first games in the MT-25. It was played on stream and it was an ace tanker. And yeah, the tank isn't as bad as I remember it, but it's still not a great tank. And I'll probably be selling it as soon as I get the 80,000 XP I need and moving the crew onto the LTTB. But I finished top on XP with 1427, 2,242 damage done, and 4 kills, which isn't bad for a gun that has such low alpha damage. I fired 41, hit 32, and penned 30. Spotted 6, damaged 6, destroyed 4, and 2,561 assistance damage. I earned 50,000 credits for that game with a premium account, and finished up with 2,140 XP on a ×2 first game of the day, 4,280 XP. So yeah, that's technically my first ace tanker in the MT-25, although I have quite a few more, and it's a tank I don't really enjoy playing, which is strange because it is a light tank and it isn't that good. But I think the reason I don't think it's that good is because it used to be the T-50-2 and that tank was so much better. If I'd never played the T-50-2 and was playing the MT-25, I'd probably say this tank was okay. But yeah, nostalgia. But my sense of nostalgia kills the MT-25 for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.